Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And off we go in our nation's capital. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Only played 7 games last season due to injury, but when he's 100% healthy, his Washington Commanders are a threat to anyone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving him a yard up to the 42.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
At the 42-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
It's a run with Krosky Merritt. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 34 yards. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense set to take the field, led by Malik Willis, who is getting his chance as the starter after backing up Jordan Love the past 2 seasons in Green Bay.
Just 6 starts in his first 4 seasons in the NFL, but the potential is vast. 3 total touchdowns and 0 turnovers in his only start last season. They think he's going to be excellent for their team.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4-yard pickup on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Willis now off of play action. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Calebon Chason. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, here's Willis. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Chris Johnson. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's it.
And he works free. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They give to Achane on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Calibration Chason. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Daniels going to give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmons. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Krosky Merritt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Krosky Merritt is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looks like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go again here with Krosky Merritt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Daniels looking to throw. This is caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Breaks through the contact. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
now Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. On 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Willis out of the gun. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Willis wants to pass it again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Willis to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Willis. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Running right, here's Achane. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. In motion, that's Tolbert. Play action, Willis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He can't get him down. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 44. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Willis. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Commanders.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
38-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. White running to the left. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air goes Daniels. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Man open left side. It's Williams. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 11 yards there, just like last play. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 74 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. And they'll run again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Looking to put a drive together. In motion, that's Tolbert. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Again, it's Achane. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Willis. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Achane. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll run the option to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw. Daniels toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
And it's third down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, H.M. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. Fourth down and 8.
But it brings up fourth down.
Willis got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Up the middle, it's Krosky Merritt. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up third and 2.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Willis looking to throw it. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Willis looks to pass it here. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
Tolbert. A gain of 58 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Willis. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's third and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Straight ahead, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.